There you go. What I'm saying is, she saw the book and I didn't know she actually was reading. She was looking at it while I was talking to her. And she read something that talked about self care. That's one of my first presentations that I'm going to do with them. It's called self care and how to take care of yourself and put yourself first. And she told me, she said, that's one of my biggest problems that I have. I don't know how to take care of myself. I'm always caring about everybody else and worrying about what everybody else have going on, and I neglect myself every time. And I asked her, I say, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you? And she told me her age. And I said, okay, she's young and she haven't quite hit her 30s yet, but she is knocking on 30. She's very close to it. And I told her, you're in your 20s. When you're in your 20s, usually you're learning yourself. You're trying to figure out what it is that you want to do with your life. By the time you turn 30, your 30s, that decade is usually put aside for you to be working and developing yourself with whatever it is that you really want to do. So in your 20s, you are in school, you graduate from college, you want to party, you want to do all those things, you just want to have fun. But then 30 is coming, and that's where you are right now. And you're trying to figure out what you should be doing with yourself. I was there too, I remember. But by the time you hit them 30s, you're still kind of indecisive. You really don't know, or you do know, and now you're working towards it, and you're working in the profession. You're trying to get these things for yourself, a house, and all the extra stuff. But then you forget to take care of what's really important, which is your well-being, and you get stuck. And you find yourself in a rut. You find yourself put in a situation where you're uncertain about and you're not sure about. And then she told me, she said, I just broke up with my boyfriend. Well, my boyfriend just broke up with me. And I'm listening to it. And I'm like, okay, that's normal. I mean, I done had a lot of boyfriends that broke up with me, and I didn't broke up with them. What's? Tell me more. Give me some substance that I can use. And she told me, I don't want to be broken up with him, and I just don't, and I want him back, and I sent him this text message, and she let me read the text message. It was long. That's what us women do. We write our feelings out, don't we? And she was going in on that, and some of the things she was saying, I was like, okay. And then his response was very subtle to all that she said. He had one other thing to say, and I say, wow, okay. Let me tell you this first off. Don't write him like that again. Do not give him no more of your feelings. That part you already got out. Don't give him any more, because I'm pretty sure he read what you said, but he is processing it and he don't know what to say to you. And I said, have you ever done this before? She said, no. I told him that I do have a little crazy in me, but you ain't never seen the crazy until you break up with me. I said, oh, difficult person. She's gonna be difficult now. And I just basically let her know, you're not gonna get him back like that. You're gonna show him a side of you that's gonna make him scared of you and gonna run from you. Don't no one want to deal with that. I don't understand how people think that's okay. I've always said to myself, when I saw people break up and then that person go crazy and then they're expecting to get the person back. What's wrong with you that you think that's gonna work? Why in the world do you think that crazy get things done? It doesn't. Being crazy don't get anything done. It doesn't get people to want to come back to you. It just doesn't. And so the advice I gave her was, don't do that again. Do not text him again. Matter of fact, let him text you. I said, he might not text you though. If I read everything, if I was him and I read what you just wrote, I wouldn't text you back either. But if y'all really was really good friends the way you say y'all was, and y'all have that much history together like you say you do, I will be concerned about you. And I will want the best for you. And I will want to know that you're okay. So eventually, if I haven't heard from you in such a long time, I'll probably reach out to you just to see that you're good. But I'm not going to say I want to get back with you. And so, with that being said, she also went on to say when she read more about what I wrote in the new book, she got a chance to look at the new book and she was like, I want a copy of that. And was going to have her buy it, but some told me this girl needs more than that. She really needs some self changing, some self healing, and she needs to understand herself. And that's why I went on ahead and gave her a PDF copy for she could start the journey of healing because that's what she needed. I said, you need some healing because in this situation, you want to get married, you want children, and soon your biological clock is going to start ticking. So you need to take time to heal yourself. And, anyways, with that being said, because I don't want to get too far into that, because what I talk about with my clients or anyone per se, I don't like to share all that information, but I do use it as an example. And I never give up the source of the person I'm talking about, but I definitely use it as an example because I want you to understand that